Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, March 2nd. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So real quickly, I want to address something because I know I addressed it in my trading room. This really goes out to probably the younger traders, newer traders. Listen, don't blame anything on anybody else except yourself when you're trading. And by that I mean there's going to be a lot of traders today who are going to start whining and crying when the market spiked above D's high in I period and blaming the Fed head Bostic for making remarks. Let's put things into plain as day. The market makes the news, not the other way around. Bostic said nothing new. You can look at any word he said. We think we're going to taper by the end of the year. I'm strongly in favor of 25. We know it's going to be 25. He's not even a voting member. So if you got caught short without a stop, you'll never be a successful trader if you blame that news for getting destroyed on the short side. The bottom line is we've been talking. The market's been trying to go down. It was doing a pretty good job, but each time we gapped lower and pushed lower, they couldn't get any extension and there was no continuation the way that it opened. Well, today's the same thing. We gapped lower for the 1,000th time this year, filled the gap, started forming a P shape. But if you're in my trading room and listening on a day-by-day basis, what were we saying here? We were saying the TPO, the point of control was being raised. Now, even though we had lower, we ended up with unchanged value. But initially, it was lower and then overlapping to lower. But there were hints that something was changing. The POC was being raised. At the time, all the volume was being done above half back. E and F barely got below yesterday's low, and each time finally got rejected. Okay? So you knew the market was going to attempt to go higher. I said the POC being raised up here is going to give you an indication we are not definitely, never say that, but odds are you're going to make a new high. The higher you go, the more shorts are going to be caught underwater. We've been looking for this kind of short run. Not only that, traders will do what's worked until it doesn't work anymore. What worked today? Shorting C, D, G, and H's high. It all worked. We couldn't hold a trend day. We had 2 attempts at a trend day. So what was happening in I period and G and H? They were getting bigger because they feel like Superman now. This game's easy. I couldn't be more specific to my trading room, pointing out these nuances and also pointing out the fact to be careful if it does decide to pop the top. So if you want to use Bostic as a reason that you got ran over on a short, God bless you. If you want to use market-generated information and be an educated trader, know that's why you got ran over. If you did. Plain and simple. Okay? We have an outside day up in ES and SPY, which clearly means we took out yesterday's low and yesterday's high and closed above it. NQ attempted to do that, but they did not close above it. Righty never took out yesterday's high. Righty ends with a price probe and only one set of single prints. It's a double distribution day. NQ ends up with a price probe, 2 sets of single prints, double distribution day. ES and SPY end up with 3 sets of single prints and a triple distribution day, because we held those singles in L, where we started our 3rd distribution. So the most positive response tomorrow would be to make to open up above L's high in the base of the price probe, but certainly you want to open up way above where change took place, which is D's high. Because we have an outside day up, we went from down on the daily to back to balance. Okay, we'll show you that on the chart. Had a good day today. I shorted A period twice, not twice, on a 2-lot on the turnover because the market was down, and at 9:45 I thought they would push down, which it did, which paid me. Then in B period, when we were one time framing up, I made money on longs with the little ebb and flow trades. Any pullbacks were being bought. In C period, I took a short twice because I didn't think we would hold single prints yet. I made money on one. I lost on one. I went back to the long side in D on the ebb and flow trade because we were one time framing up. Then in H period, because we weren't holding single prints, I took that short one more time against G's high and got paid on it. But when I period opened and we kept, and POC was raised again, I said, be careful. I had no position when this exploded. But I did get long. Certainly didn't hold them the way I should. But I long J period for a 2 lot, K period for a 1 lot, and L period for a 1 lot. I didn't do anything in M. I was very upset at myself in J because the way I finished with the really strong tempo it had, I should have been long on the turnover. Because if you look, I know I'm in bigger increments, but here's a perfect example. Look at where I closed. J opened and spiked right up. So I'm upset with myself. I didn't take that long. It spiked up pretty good in J period. So that's one trade I missed. So it was a really good day. As far as destinations, SPY's upside is 398.69 today's high, and then 399.28 daily high, 399.51 afternoon rally high from February 27th. For the downside, get ready, write them down. I'm not repeating them. Price probe 397.63. Single prints 97.30 to 17. Second set single prints 31 to 18. Third set 396.03 to 394.65. We had an afternoon pullback low in SPY. That was F's low at 393.45. ES never took out E's low. And today's low of 392.23. One other thing to note. We got below the 200-day moving average in SPY today. Twice in A and B. But that was it. And then we got up to, and finally we closed above the 50. Now, one day doesn't make a market. The 50-day moving average isn't what's important to me. What's important to me is the price probe and the price spike. ES downside, 84.50 is the price probe. First set of single prints is 81, get filled at 79.25. Second set, 71, get filled at 69.75. And the third set, which is the largest, 68, get filled at 54.50. And today's low of 31. For the upside, 95.25 today's high, 03.50 daily high, 06.50 afternoon rally high from the 27th of February, and 24.75 daily high. And then just quickly on the chart, just going to show you the daily. Tomorrow night we'll recap all three of these indices charts. So when the SPY gapped lower today, remember I said yesterday if we take out yesterday's low, we're automatically down. Well, SPY was down this morning when we did that. But when we took out yesterday's high, right back to balance. Now, again, this is very, very subjective. I'm going to probably call it a 3-day balance now. Use the 28's high as the high of it. Today's low is the low of it. Can you encompass this entire thing as a balance? Of course you can. But for now, I'm going to probably call it a 3-day balance. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and then we'll readjust if need be. 80 million on the tape, so with the after hours, it will be better than average. Again, you have no idea what you're missing for $30 a month, $1 a day being in this trading room. Just today alone would have saved you so much money if you lost money on a short on that spike. So come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.